In the winters of the north, a small creature moves through the snow. Heavy shoulders, dark fur against white ground, short legs. If you saw it from far away, it would look too small for the world around it. It lives in the same forests where packs of wolves howl, where bears sleep through the cold in caves, where cougars prowl through the shadows. In a place where hoofed animals break trails through deep powder. Quiet, low to the ground, heavy, and shaped by the cold. Deep in the north, there exists an elusive weasel that makes large animals hesitate. And if you ever got close enough, you would see why. This is the Wolverine, the largest land-living member of the weasel family, and one of the most relentless predators in the north. About the size of a medium dog, strong, wide paws to help it move across deep snow, long curved razor-sharp claws, built for digging into ice, wood, frozen ground, and whatever the cold tries to hide. Its jaws are powerful. Its teeth shaped over time for the kind of food winter leaves behind. Meat that has frozen hard. Hide that does not peel. Tough tendons wrapped around hard bones. Everything you would find on a frozen carcass. Consumed. This animal does not fear winter, not because it is stronger or faster, but because winter is harsh. And the Wolverine thrives in harsh. And once you know that, the animal starts to make sense. The Wolverine is not tall, nor massive. It doesn't tower over the snow. It moves through it like something dense, powerfully compact, and too heavy for its size. It lives in deep snow, frozen ridges, vast empty forests, long distances, and cold air that punishes anything that slows down. A Wolverine will eat what the north gives it. Rodents, birds, eggs, hares, porcupines, caribou, and on rare occasions, even moose. But animals this large are usually not hunted down. They are found later, frozen, opened, and left behind by wolves, bears, hunters, starvation, or the cold. Out here, food is never promised. Often it is buried. Sometimes it is frozen solid. And most times, another predator has already found it first. So by the time the Wolverine arrives, the soft parts may be gone. What remains is hide, bone, ice, and whatever can still be pulled from it. It tears into what the cold tried to seal shut. That is the world this animal was built for. In deep winter, scavenging is not just eating leftovers. It is finding food no one else can find. Opening food no one else wants to fight with. Saving and storing what remains, to return to it when the forest gives nothing. That is work. Surviving is work. Ugly work. Quiet work. And the Wolverine has evolved for this type of work. To us, snow can make the forest look clean. White ground with dark trees. No movement. No sound. But to the Wolverine, the snow is covering a map. Scented tracks with roots to old kills and buried meat. A lucky chance under the surface. And when it finds that chance, it does not waste it. That is the rhythm of this animal. To search, dig, eat, then hide what is left, and move again across ridges, through timber, over frozen ground, past the tracks of larger animals. And this is where its reputation begins. The Wolverine does not win every fight. It can lose and be killed. In the land of bears, wolves, and cougars, size still matters, but winter changes the cost of every decision. A wound matters more in the cold. Energy matters more when food is rare. A torn face, a damaged eye, or a deep bite can become more than pain. It can become the difference between surviving and disappearing. That is where the Wolverine becomes strange. Small enough to underestimate. Strong enough to punish a mistake. Stubborn enough to make the moment uncomfortable. And sometimes that is enough. A carcass becomes a decision. A smaller animal becomes a big problem. It is surviving in a place where backing away from every risk can be just as dangerous as taking one. Leave the meal, and there may not be another one. Food is rare. Distance is huge. Cold is constant. Every choice has weight. Fight for the meal, and injury becomes part of the cost. The Wolverine lives in that narrow space between hunger and danger, and somehow its whole body is made for that space. Thick fur for cold, curved claws for digging and gripping, powerful jaws for tough food, a low, dense body that keeps pushing forward. It is not beautiful in the gentle way. It is beautiful because it works. What originally looked small starts to look deliberate, hungry but patient. An animal built by the season that tries to kill it. And that is what makes it incredible. A small predator with the presence of something much bigger. So it keeps moving. When the forest goes quiet, when snow covers the ground, when the easy food is gone, when larger animals slow down, when the cold starts making decisions for everything alive, the Wolverine keeps moving, searching, digging, surviving. Deep in the north, there exists an elusive weasel that makes large animals hesitate. Not because it has nothing to lose, but because the harsh winter leaves it only one option: to win.